Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal. Today to show you 4,250 square meters, a little bit over an acre for whomever works in acre. To show you this beauty, we do have a house, a small house with around 12 square meters, abundant olive trees, some citruses, there's one just there, and we are in São Miguel D'Acha, very thought out village, which belongs to the castle of Idanha-a-Nova, but we are midway between Castelo Branco, Penamacor and Idanha-a-Nova. In 20 minutes we find three big cities. The village itself offers a variety of services like mini markets and restaurants. So a lot to see, come along with me and let's check it out. And this is the property on our left. This is the road I used. It's a dirt road for no more than 400 meters, I would say. I brought my normal city car, you don't need any jeep. Even accessible via campers or any other big vehicles you may have. Well paved, and it's been raining for quite a while. Today the sun a little bit shy, but is still there. And I had to show you this property. 4,250 square meters, enough so you won't feel overwhelmed, but still enough for you to play around a little bit. And this is the property. We have the car entry there, and the right limit starts here. The property is in length. We will find a fence on this left side, a wall front and back, and still on the left side a remnants of an old wall. So very distinctive, very clear limits to the property. If by any chance you need to enlarge the entry, well, go ahead, just remove some stones, no problem there. And yeah, so you can fit your bigger cars in. In regards to trees, we will find mainly olive trees, very old, well maintained, very healthy. Some citrus, oranges, some figs, and a pear or an apple. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but probably you will help me with that. So I'm more or less in the corner, in the right corner to the front of the property, and this is the fence. It's a sheep fence, okay, it's here for a while now, and it accompanies our right limit till the very end. And we are walking, but of course you can bring your car in with no problems. Even with this rain, I believe you see the tracks that are used to bring some cars in. And yeah, from within the property, this is the view that we have outside. So eventually, if you want by any chance to close it a little bit, yeah, use some bushes or fence it. No problem there. This part of the property is more or less flat, then it starts to go down a little bit, creates a small valley, and then we will go up at the end of the property. Quite beautiful, easy to walk around, and just look at these olives. Yeah, this is how all olives should look, well pruned, and yeah, allowed to grow very healthy. Besides these trees, we will find some corks, virgin ones, so the cork was never harvested. I'll show you in more detail, but let me show you the building. This is a stone building, a small one. It has 12 square meters in stone. I don't know about you, but I love these buildings. They do have some history behind them, and we have this whole big flat patio in front of the house for you to play around. I believe it had a small patio at some point. There are still some stones over there, and I imagine, yeah, creating some pillars, some terraces around for you to put your barbecue and your private chilling things around. Quite nice. We have a front door and a left window. The structure of the roof is in wood with the old tiles on top of it. And then inside is completely cemented. I don't have the keys at this point. They are en route to Portugal. So in a time for a visit, they will be here already. This building is not registered, has an habitation, but with a couple of hundreds, maybe a little bit more, I can easily register this to you with being a habitation, if needed be. If you don't need it, yeah, just leave it and use it as is, no issues there. The limit on the property, it's more or less on the back of the building. I believe you see this straight line with some stones, which is the limit of the property. I would say that we have almost a meter here on this side. But let me show you the back of the building. So the limit is here and it continues on. There you do have this space for you to do whatever maintenance you may need to do on the building. Nice pretty looking window. Yeah, stone buildings, quite something. And just to show you the entry, we entered on the property just there and walk there, that being the limit of the property, and the old stone wall touches the road again. So abundant trees, abundant shaded areas. Bring your camper, bring your friends. You have this main building for storage or to create a bedroom or a kitchen, wanting. Let me show you this side of the house and the perspective from here. So quite something. And the blankets are still there. They were just harvesting. And regarding electricity, we do not have it, so I would advise you to use solar panels. And regarding water, I'm going to show you an amazing well. By the way, fig tree, an orange, and yet another orange. And yeah, it's not time for them, but yeah, they still hang there. By the way, let me show you this cork. It's a big one, which was never harvested. And it's this beauty. Creates an amazing shade. So quite nice. These brambles here are the limit of the property. And now let me show you the water source, which is a big well, which not common because it brings so much water. They even created a second one just on the side. So we have this one, completely closed up around in stone, granite stone, but because it brings so much water, this is a spring well, even on the summer, they created a second one, so it passes from one to another, for you to use at will, of course. We do have the old system there, which used counterbalance to take water out of the well, an old tank for irrigation, and on the side, many of you should know, that's an old washing machine, where they used to wash the clothes by hand. And another citrus tree just there, so quite something. So you have figs, oranges, we will find a pear or an apple, I'm not sure what it is. Abundant olives, some corks, so yeah, quite a good variety of trees around the property. And of course still a lot of space for you to play around a little bit. Do your veggies, put some chickens if you want to. Now we are more or less in the middle. This is the track. And this is the lowest part of the property. I believe you can understand by the color of it. But oh, look at a nice mushroom. You know, some people do say that some are venomous, that you cannot eat them. I would say that all of them can be eaten. Some just once. Just a little joke for you, I'm sorry about that. By the way, this is that tree, which I was telling you. I'm not sure if it is an apple or a pear. But yeah, there are still some old fruit there. Just there, yeah, maybe a pear tree. It's not evergreen, but it's pretty much alive. So this is autumn, leaves fall down, of course. And we came from there. Very green, very nice, very beautiful. Neighboring lands. Basically, most of them are used as pasture for animals. For example, on the left side, there are some cows. On the right, I've seen in other times some sheep also. Very well. Now we start to go up a little bit. There's an old track, some brambles here, which indicates water on the property, but not soggy areas at all. Some other corks here on the right side. In the fence on our side, so they are ours. And yeah, let me show you to that corner over there, so you can have a better sense of the shape of the property. This is very private, this far inland part of the property. So a platform here could be created, something, or just a camper, quite nice. So this is the angle, the 90 degree, which creates the limit of the property. We have the fence going up, and then on the back we have the stone wall, which, by the way, through the back, just pasture lands and olives. And then it closes up, and then it comes back again. Almost a perfect rectangle. We do have another fig tree just there, but let me show you this other limit, which we have, if you remember, the old remnants of a wall, which is the limit of the property. It closes up, so we have all of this, and the wall creates almost a straight line passing on the back of the building and then onto the limit of the property in front of the road. Yeah, I believe from here you can have a perspective, and also with the drone footage. So we descend a little bit, we have that flat area, then it goes up a little bit where we have the house and the front road. Quite nice. Let me just turn you back a little bit. We always have a different perspective if coming or going. Yeah, we walked on that part, now we can walk on this side where those brambles were. So all of this is the property. This flat area, basically this is the lower part of the property. And yeah, the track going up and closing up into the house. We have the well on our left side, close to that orange tree just there. And yeah, reaching the house again. Nice. And this is it, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put a thumbs up. I always keep on posting new properties, and it's a way to help grow the reach of the channel. Hope you like it. Any questions, I'll leave my contact details at the very end of the description of the video. See you next time. Bye bye. Cheers.